All right, for today, we got the GT Aggressor Pro, and we have it at the trail today. This whole video is sponsored by East End Hub. They're the ones that pretty much sent me the bike. Just by taking one look at the bike, you could tell it means something. It has its timeless decals, the GT decals on it. The way they're placed, the way they're colored, the way it looks. If you see this bike on the trail, it is a head turner. It also shows that it is a GT. Right on the top stem, it lets you know it's an Aggressor Pro. But by one look, if you're on the trail, you'll know for a fact it's a GT, and that's pretty much their signature look to let you know exactly what's coming down the line. I like it. For the upgrades on the bike coming in from East End, they installed the red handles, they upgraded the pedals, they put the cell phone holder on it, and they also mounted the GoPro just to check out how it went. This bike also comes with the triple triangle design, coming in straight from GT. A number of bikes do it. This bike is not the only one that has it. Now this triple triangle design is supposed to give you a lower end on the back end of the frame. As you can tell right here, it just rides straight through. That's pretty much what GT's going for, and it pretty much helps the bike be firmer, sturdier, and a better ride when you're out there. On the front fork, it's running an XCT Suntour. Pretty much a compressioner. You actually put your hands and twist the knobs on top and build it up. Don't twist too much, just twist about mild. And it's pretty much built to take a hit from a root. It's not going to take any hits from jumps. It will bottom out. As for the GT saddle that comes on this thing, it's pretty firm, but it does break down. It gets comfortable throughout your rides. It doesn't just stay stiff, but I like it. Me personally, I wouldn't change it. I like the way it looks. It matches the bike, but it feels good. It doesn't feel all stiff and hard. On the back end, they're running a Shimano Aggressor, which is also a 3x8 crank front derailleur, and it's pretty good. I know a lot of other reviews, they talk about a lot of chain drops. I've been driving this bike for 2 weeks on trails, and I haven't had one, but the guys out there at East End, they did pretty much do a beginner's tune-up. They actually assembled the bike themselves and they tuned it up, so that's pretty much equifying like going to your local bike shop and getting the bike checked out. You know, make sure everything's tight and right. As for the size of the frame, it's a small frame. The guys at East End sent it to me. I'm pretty sure they've seen my review on the Trek, and I was riding an extra large and they were poking fun at me, so they sent me a small. The wheels are 27.5. I've been riding it. It's pretty good. You know, it's like a little small toy. So we put the Pro Stauk Houston decal on it when we send it back, so they know that we understand what they're talking about. A quick upgrade that I would do would be the front and rear tires, and also the front fork. The frame is nice. The frame looks good. The frame's sleek. That's the flat black on it. The frame is nice. I actually talked to the guys at East End. They wish they sold the frame alone so they could build from there. So when we send this bike back, they're actually going to demo everything and put pretty much upgrades on it. So I'm glad to get my hands on it before the upgrades, and also I'm going to pick it up after the upgrades, you know, to make sure to see how they look and see what they did. Because I know a lot of people are coming into these beginner bikes, they're jumping into them, but to actually feel how it felt stock and then put upgrades on it, it's going to be a nice feeling. So as for today, I'm in the Armored Bayou out here at Pasadena, Texas, and we're going to rip it, we're going to run it. I'm pretty much going to ride it as hard as I can, take it down these hills, up and down. This trail is pretty much smooth. It is very heavy rooted, but they got some good nice twists and turns and some long stretches. You could put some good miles down. You can actually also feel the bike. As for entry-level bike, I'm pretty sure this bike is pretty much way over advanced to handle this trail. It will go over it like nothing. I'm pretty sure I won't see no problems. But pretty much after this trail, I would let you know. I will come back and do a review after the trail. This is my first time bringing this bike to this trail out here in Pasadena, Texas. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. What I am going to say is we're going to need a through axle. Ooh, the email when I send them. All right, so I was riding good to the trail. It came right over here. Hit this one. Earlier in the video, I'm like, find your line. Got a little too comfortable. Back end hit it. Flew right off. Got to be careful. I'm always told to look in the through axles, which would be like the Excalibur 9.3, but this one don't got it. This one just has the quick connects. Turnkey on it. Now I was riding through and a runner stopped by. He pulled over and asked me if I'm okay. I am okay, but I did flip right over the handlebar. But it's good experience though. This is one of the main reasons why riders should get through axle. That way the back tire don't fly off. It ain't my first time it happened. Well, not on this bike. This bike for sure the first time, but I have another bike and my back tire flew off. But hey, through axle. I don't want to see what happens on the third one. Well, it's a good learner. The tire is a quick disconnect. You know, you just pop it right in, tighten it back up. But you know, it's a good learn from experience. The adrenaline you get from a fall, it's funny. If you make it out okay, you can laugh about it at the end. That's pretty much why I'm laughing. But falls aren't funny, but the adrenaline you get from it, you're hyped up. It's pretty cool. But just put your tire back on and keep on running. We don't have a flat. The tires look good. I checked it out. I did a 150-point inspection on it, which should have done before the ride. But either way, it's good though. Let's tighten it up. Let's get back on. We're in a good flow, man. I was getting it. I was getting into the zone. Bike's still running good. It happens. But like I said, the adrenaline once you fall, it's amazing. I mean, if you make it out okay, of course the first time. You know, you're pretty upset. Adrenaline of flying over, crazy. Let's get back on. What happened on that tire? The back tire hit a heavy root. It was all over after that. All money. That's it. It's home now. Before. This is the first time I rode it with this bike. Now the trail is very rooted, so you know when I'm running through with the Suntour in front, I'm actually pretty much finding my line, trying to avoid all the heavy roots. I'm not the one to throw the bike, slam it into roots and actually get the bike a beating. I want to just avoid them and do what I can. Now to avoid the roots on this trail is not hard. you could either take the big hits or just move over to the side. That's pretty much how they have it out there, right? That's how much the previous rider's been doing. So I was avoiding the heavy roots, and during the trail, my back tire hit a heavy root. I avoided in the front, switched over back to the right, my back tire hit it, kicked the bike up like a donkey kick, and the back tire fell off. Now the back tire falling off, it pretty much could happen anytime. The back tire falling off, it just came off and I flew over the handlebars, which was funny, was exciting. It actually made my day brighter. Like I said, I'm only looking at the bright side on that because I made it out okay. You know, actually falling off the bike is not cool. It's not fun, but you never will know what's gonna happen when you're out here on these trails. And even on the easiest trails, anything could happen. But pretty much stay alert. Don't get too comfortable. Stay on your P's and Q's. That's pretty much what I have to do. And when the fall comes, roll into the fall. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen the video yet. I'm gonna go through it, but hopefully guys me just rolling into the fall. But it's funny. But for the guys out there at East End, I'm pretty sure they did everything right. It's nothing on them. It's pretty much where I brought it to with this trail. And I love the bike. I think it's nice. I pretty much slapped the tire right back on, took off, went around the corner again on the trail, came back. But to do a recap, I liked it a lot. I thought it was nice. The GT Aggressor Pro. Now on actually upgrading the bike, do I think it's worth it? Yes. I do believe that the bike is worth it. The price on the bike, I believe it's $469. Some people find them cheaper, but I think they're like $469 from Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods, right now, if you order it, I believe it takes 3 or 4 days to come in. Order it to your house. If you order it to come straight to your house, they'll assemble it for you for free. Dick's Sporting Goods, you take off to Dick's, show them your receipt, they'll put it all together for you for free. They got mechanics there waiting. Also call Dick's Sporting Goods today on some adjustments. If the bike needed it, they'll do them for free. All in-house adjustments free, they'll take care of it. They're pretty good like that. I mean, go in there with a good attitude, be nice. Don't be there like, hey, fix my bike. No, just go in there nice, and they got the mechanic waiting for you. You know, always have a good attitude on these bikes. It goes a long way. Whenever you go to these local bike shops, trust me, they're getting slammed every day by people. So keep a good attitude and a good head on your shoulders, and be nice to them, and pretty much take you a long way. I like the bike. I think it's good. And that's pretty much it. That'll be my review on the bike. Thank you. More into 27.5 to actually get the way they ride. You know, as when I'm on the trail, I'm pretty much whipping and turning. The bike feels good. It's just, you know, with the 27.5, it's a little lower than the 29er. And I'm so used to 29 that I think I'm going to actually clear it. But with the 27.5, I do not clear it with those pedals. The pedals usually hit the root, so I'm going to try to avoid that. Near future, I will pretty much get a 27.5 just to have it on the line. Near future, I will probably do that. Another thing is, this is not the first time that my back tire has fallen off of a bike. This is my second time. My cousin tells me all the time, through axle, through axle. He's preaching through axle. Every bike, through axle. I know now why he talks about it a lot. I know now why he preaches a lot, through axle. Because on them trails with heavy roots, and say you're coming down the Colorado mountain. I'm not saying we're there, but if you get there, you do not want the back tire or front tire falling out. So through axle is something I'm going to look into on the next purchase of a bike. And I know what he's talking about. As soon as the back tire flew off, I just kept hearing him say, through axle, through axle. And I think I'm going to get one. I'm going to look into them and see what it is. There's a lot of through axles that they're offering, you know, especially with this time, with everybody looking at the bikes. The designers are actually getting more deep into it. But through axle is the way to go, actually, on these heavy rooted trails. That way your tire won't fly off.